All right, welcome back. Well, if you are interested in putting together a really easy data dashboard for your Tesla that allows you to look at all kinds of information about the motors, battery, down to individual cell levels that can be used for just understanding your car or even helping you out on a track day to understand how your car is performing, stay tuned. We're going to take a look at how you install an OBD scanner for your Tesla Model 3, and it's super straightforward, so let's jump right in. All right, so this is a pretty easy, actually it's a super easy installation, and you'll just need to purchase a few parts for it. The Scan My Tesla, so Scan My Tesla is an app that will show you all kinds of data coming off of the OBD sensor, and the Scan My Tesla website is a great starting point for instructions, resources, etc. Just a note, I have no affiliation with any of the products here or the site. I happen to go through this process by myself, and so I'm just sharing what I did and how I figured it out with all of you. So I started with the site, and you're going to need two things. You're going to have to purchase two things. The first is an adapter, a diagnostic cable to tap into your Tesla CAN bus. Here on the Scan My Tesla site, you can actually see they give some recommendations on the adapters you will need. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow here. Okay, so there's a couple websites where you can pick up these adapters. I'm in the US, so I actually picked one up from GPS America, and this is the one I purchased. I got the Tesla Model 3 2019 Plus. So grabbed this simple adapter cable, which basically kind of fits in like a Y configuration to your diagnostic line, and then allows you to connect, I can't mouse over it, an OBD sensor, OBD scanner right there. And so you pick up one of those. I ordered it from here. And then you actually need an OBD2 adapter. And so I went with the OBD, sorry, I've been saying it wrong, OBD Link MX Plus, which you can get right here. I ended up ordering mine from Amazon, and that worked just fine. Now, this is a bit of a side note, and I'll do a deeper video on this once I kind of learn more, but I did have some trouble kind of with iOS and Bluetooth handling. And so if you have the ability, if you have an Android device around, like an old Android phone, potentially even an old Android tablet, that might work better for you, especially with some of these Bluetooth adapters like the OBD Link MX Plus. It was something with the permissions, or just, I don't know, I guess it's permissions on iOS, made it difficult to get all the functionality I wanted. And so where I in particular hit problems was getting some of this data plugged into the Track Addict app so I could do advanced data overlays. And I'm still working through that. Don't worry about it for now, but I'll just say if you have an Android device available to you, it might make it easier to start. Another kind of note on this on the Android side is, as of kind of this recording, the iOS version of Scan My Tesla doesn't allow logging of data. So you'll be able to view the data and kind of see all the different measurements in real time and swap between them. And you can even put some pretty cool dashboards together, which you could pop into your car and watch in real time. If you want to log the data to a file for later analysis, so you can bring it into Excel or even like Python scripting, etc., then you're going to have to go with the Android. The iOS version does not have data logging. So if you have an Android device available to you, it may be a better way to start. So anyway, with that out of the way, once you have picked up your adapter cable, your OBD Link scanner, then you can start with the installation. So let's jump over to that. All right, the first thing you need to do is go into the service menu of your car, then select the power off settings. Oh, I'm sorry, it's under the safety menu. So go into the safety menu, select power off, confirm that, and then you're going to wait about 8 to 10 minutes for everything to shut down. Once that is done, you can start the cable installation. So on the Model 3, the diagnostic cables are on the back of the center console, right behind this lower panel right here. So once you found the panel, you just want to pop it off. You can use whatever tools I'd say are least damaging and you have around. As you can see here, I tried using a bike lever, a little spatula-like thing, and a screwdriver. Ultimately, a small flathead screwdriver got it out for me without much damage to the panel. So once the panel cover is off, you just want to disconnect These connectors, pretty straightforward. You can do them with your fingers. You might need to press down on one of the tabs with a tool, but again, easy to pull these apart. And what you're going to do is you're going to insert the diagnostic cable in between these two. And inserting the diagnostic cable is very straightforward. Just insert it between the two ends you disconnected and you're good to go. You may have a little trouble just because the wires are a little tight, but it really isn't a big deal. You just plug them all in. Now, once you have the harness in, you can push the wires kind of back under the center console if you want, just to clean things up and put the cover back on. I personally didn't do it just to keep the stress on the wires a little bit reduced. I left it exposed because I really don't care, but that's up to you. Some people do kind of put the wires back under there and let it go. But once that's all done, you grab your OBD sensor and then you plug it in to the other port right there on the diagnostic cable. And that is all there is to it. So once that's all done, you can power up the car. You're going to want to pair the OBD Link sensor with your phone. And in this case, on this model, there's a simple pairing button on the front of it. You pair it, set it up as a Bluetooth device, and then you can fire up Scan My Tesla and party on. You can see all kinds of really cool data about your car, drive around, see how it changes with time. And it's fun to play around with. Just as a note, when it comes to the pairing process, you may need to pair it using either the OBD Link app directly versus kind of just doing it in your Bluetooth settings. I've had different success depending on the device. But once you get it paired, you can open, like I said, Scan My Tesla and take a look. And remember, I kind of said this at the beginning, that currently the iOS version of Scan My Tesla does not have the ability to record data. So whatever you're looking at, that's what you get. You're not going to be able to write down log files and analyze them later. If you want to be able to do that, you're going to have to grab an Android device and use the Android version. And by the way, if you have one available to you, it is actually a really cool feature to be able to log the data. I'll just throw this up here real quick. I was playing with some logging data from a recent track day, and you can see I was able to kind of plot brake temperatures over time, and it was super fun. And I'm hoping to play more with that in the future. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Really, like I said at the top, really, really quick and easy install, relatively inexpensive for a couple pieces, and shows you a lot of very interesting data about your car. With that, enjoy and have a good one.